Today we are going to be talking about two words, percent and equivalent. The root per in percent means out of, and the root cent means 100. So a percent is the amount out of 100. Now equivalent means equal to. So if we were to talk about equivalent or equivalence, we would mean 1/2 equals 3/6 equals 2/4 equals 4/8 maybe. Do you see a pattern here? The denominator, 2, divided by 2 equals 1. This denominator, 6, divided by 2 equals 3. The denominator, 4, divided by 2 equals 2. The denominator, 8, divided by 2 equals 4. So if you want something to equal 1/2, as you see here, then the denominator has to be 2 times the numerator. Now, did you hear those two words I just mentioned, denominator and numerator? The denominator is the total number of, well, let's just say pieces that are split. Like if you had a brownie pan and it was split into 2 pieces, the denominator would be 2. And then the numerator is the number of pieces that you do something with. So let's just say you eat this part. How much would there be left? There would be 1/2. And then when you put them together, you get the answer 1/2. And so that explains the numerator and the denominator. Now these fractions that you see here right here, those are equivalent fractions. Now, those aren't the only type of equivalence you can have. You can have 1/2 equals 0.5 or 5/10 equals 50%. See, if you were to convert these all to fractions, they would all be equivalent fractions, as you can see here. So 1/2 equals 0.5 is 5 out of 0.5 is 5 out of 10, because there is 5/10, as you can see here in the tenths place. And then equals 50 out of 100, because as we discussed before, percent means the amount out of 100, and since there is 50, it's 50 out of 100. So then you can convert. So do you see how we converted 1/2 into decimals and the decimals into percentages? You can do that with all the fractions, and you can also convert decimals into fractions and decimals into percentages and percentages into decimals and fractions. They all work as the same idea of how much out of how much. So let's just say there is a test that has 25 questions on it. And when the test is handed back to you, you got 9 out of the 25 questions right. Now, if you wanted to see what percentage you got, how do you do it? Well, this is how. So you have 9 out of 25 equals blank out of 100, because remember, percent is the amount out of 100. So what you would want to do is do 9 times 100, which is 900. And then what you would want to do is divide 900 by 25. So let's do that. 25 goes into 90. How much times? It goes in 3 times minus 75 equals 5, and then 1 equals 15. Then you pull down this 150. How much times does 25 go into 150? 25 goes into 150. It goes in 6 times minus 150 equals 0. So you got 36 out of 100, and 36 out of 100 equals 36%.